Hello and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue with the Fulham Master League being played on the difficulty mode of Superstar. Just a quick recap, we ended up playing 2 matches, and looking at the screen I can just see that we drew 0-0 with Liverpool, who were well above us, but I believe the previous game we actually ended up winning, but I can't actually remember, to be honest now. However, in today's episode we're going to end up playing Arsenal and Aston Villa, and then we have a final game against Tottenham before the transfer window opens. And as you've seen in some of the previous episodes, we've done a lot of wheeling and dealing, should I say, and we've brought in some fantastic players who I think are only going to improve the squad and, more importantly, the first 11, and they are very young, so should we be able to keep them, we'll be able to perform really well, and I expect fully then to probably break into the top 8 and get a place in Europe for next season. So we're going to continue. Of course, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Of course, we've got over 130 subscribers, so I just want to say a big massive thank you to everyone for that. And of course we want to try and go for that big massive we want to make sure that we can try and obviously get that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I mean, Lookman's played phenomenal. He's played really well, but he's leaving us. However, it shows that the chemistry is 84, and I'm actually just going to leave him in the team for now, and I'm going to go with that team because I think that's our strongest team. Scoring a lot of goals, of course. As you can see with Arsenal, they've got Aubameyang, they've got Phil Foden, and the super heavyweight Philip, who did mention in the comment section that we should sign Phil Foden. Well, he's gone to Arsenal, so that might be slightly difficult. However, I think that was a fantastic shout to buy Phil Foden as a centre midfielder. I think he's a phenomenal player, very good on the ball. And that's the type of player that I'm looking at, who's going to be a playmaker from that centre midfielder's position. And him and Ruben Loftus-Cheek are slightly different. So first of all, Phil, I just want to say, really appreciate that shout out to purchase Phil Foden. I think it's fantastic. So
perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code.
So let's get on with it, and as I said,
and this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it.
Someone did say I should start the Arsenal Master League as well.
Just joining us, we are already underway.
In PES 2020, we did start with the
making
Arsenal
a difference here. Well, a man who splits opinion, David Luiz.
We did really well,
actually. Is he a midfielder or a defender?
I
would say the former, because he has an impetuous streak that can't be trusted at the back, but full of Brazilian flair, and what a shot. Yes, he'd be my pick.
Oh, look at what a finish! And more importantly, I did actually decide to play him. I think I'm actually going to buy him back.
His position was perfect,
we need a
the invitation was there for him,
really
and
well.
His response absolutely critical. I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Again, with the first real chance of the game, but he's turned Luiz, and to be honest, that's a fantastic finisher. Just to let you know, I am playing on the PlayStation 4 console, and I actually use the R2 button. I think that might be some sort of finesse shot, if I remember correctly, to finish that. So just so that my super heavyweight fans who do play Master League at home, I actually use the R2 button there, which allowed me to have a nice finesse type finish. But look, that's a fantastic start.
Good start.
Haven't actually lost a game since we've returned. Of course, a big decision's got to be made now in terms of, do we go to a flat back four, sorry, or do we stay with this formation that's really served us well?
5 games without defeat here.
I'm actually in 2 minds, because
Partey loses his balance and loses the ball.
Won the ball back, and Ozil,
Mesut Ozil.
Pass, and Loftus-Cheek. Well defended.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here. Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do? Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Looking
cross-field, changing the point of attack.
The transfer window just before the season started, but it'll be interesting to see how
Fulham
he gets on.
are in superb form defensively. 5 consecutive clean sheets.
Make sure we hold it off. Great defending. Saliba.
It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
As you've probably noticed, I like to buy players who are young, just because.
Loftus-Cheek
like
into opposition territory.
Oh, maybe did a bit too much there. Just about to take the shot as well, but
he is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Chelsea youngster ended up in Italy, I think, playing for Torino.
Partey.
We've done really well. I mean, Arsenal do
look
dangerous though. We've just got to be careful. Hector. I was actually looking to sell him, and I think we did have an offer for about 4 or 5 million for him. But he's actually played really well. Of course, he'll be a squad player, and you need a good squad in this. Ozil, can he get that ball out there? Not quite.
Ozil tried to play it through. The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Number 6 is that Magalhaes? Yeah, a very young defender, really good as well, actually, very good on the ball. I'm actually quite impressed with him and Luis. But since we scored that goal, I think pretty much been even. As you can see, the possession stats have just come up. It's 51-49, so we've got to be very careful. I mean, they've got some really good players. Of course,
he's gone for it!
Great
that has certainly tested the keeper. The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Game folded, instrumental there. Nice 1-2 there with Aubameyang and Martinez with a good shot and a great save there by Areola. So we've just got to be careful. And set piece strategy, we're going to go mixed. Let's get that out, to be honest.
Ozil plays it forward.
For a minute I thought we were 1-on-1 there. Just got to be careful. I'm here using the square button to try and bring a player over.
Looks to thread it through.
Good header there.
Cleared away.
With great control to Chowdhury, who I think he's done really well. I mean, I would advise one thing: if you are starting a Master League with a team that doesn't really have much money,
Fulham are enjoying this surprise lead.
And Mesut Ozil, because those two are two really
Loftus-Cheek has finally made his comeback from injury.
And the other player I probably would have liked to have
played would have been Simon. That is pretty much the end of that.
Big fan of his. Former Danish captain. I don't know if he still plays for the Danish national team, but he is a really good player.
And he just whacks it away.
And he'd be another one that I'd probably suggest, but I think I decided to go with a youngster, just so that I could develop more.
Partey.
All I was looking at, just avoiding relegation. I never thought we would do this well, so I have to say Arsenal actually looking really good. They look very dangerous.
Good idea, just poorly executed.
I'd actually like to play that to Brian. Great tackle there by Ozil, putting the work in, and they tell me he doesn't put the work in, honestly. I think that's just this.
And here's Aubameyang.
Scapegoat of someone.
Hector Bellerin delivers across.
Professional athlete who are going to put the work in.
That's been levered clear.
Even at amateur level.
Loftus-Cheek.
You may have that one player who looks like he's not doing the work, but I assure you they are. You have to. You just won't get away with it. But anyway,
Loftus-Cheek switches it towards the other side.
To do lots of Master Leagues.
There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0.
My main one just
Brian
Maradona
puts in a cross.
Oh, what a cross!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Get that out of play. Now,
referee's given a throw.
Do I sell Joe Bryan? Do I send him out on loan, maybe? Try and increase his value? There's a lot of questions to ask, so I better do that quite quick.
Hector Bellerin.
We're going to try and sell Aubameyang. Do we sell Kamara? I doubt it.
Partey.
The value wasn't as much as it would be.
Oh, that's neat.
Be careful with Aubameyang, but we're just crowding him out there.
Foden.
Of course, as I said, you've got to pass on the players. You've got to use the square button to bring in someone as well.
Real chance!
He's taking a deflection, but you've got to use the square button, which brings over another defender while you're holding him off. And what that does is just allows a player to close down, but also have someone in the vicinity of marking the space. And I think that's very important because I've got 3 midfielders, and that's why the wing backs for me are so important. And even though I'm looking for a midfielder, actually, if somebody can suggest a really good right back, I think I've identified Dumfries.
Massive lead!
Oh, off the line.
Knocks it away.
We are really under the cosh here. Arsenal plays so well. Oops.
Tierney pumps it into the area.
Really great defending here.
He's there to get rid. It's a brilliant interception.
Down the line. And I like the fact that you're able to...
That'll be the last act of the first half.
One chance and we've taken it. Look, man.
Off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half.
As I said,
only been that one goal. It was very,
did mention about starting Arsenal Master League, which I really
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Fulham come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting.
Big off now.
Plenty for us to
get a
chew
win
on
here, that would be
during the break.
fantastic. And of course, we've
Already
got
up and running for the second half.
Again, a London derby.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Arsenal, their manager to thank for the last result.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked the system to sort it out. And what I like is that he took...
Oh, shooting chance!
Defending there. Just got to slow the game down. But I do remember those David Luiz passes. I mean, just check the Arsenal Master League, I tell you.
Brian.
He was pinging the ball everywhere.
Loftus-Cheek.
Again, crowded out.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Not really getting the players up then. I think this might be the first time I ever
that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
The formation to go to a back, well, to go to a 5-4-1 type. I'll see how this next phase of play plays out. Saliba against it's been solid at the back, to be honest. So we can get the Hectors come out.
Foden, and it's Hector Bellerin.
Just clear it.
Good clearance and very necessary.
I mean, they literally dominated the ball. No, Lookman is actually a right winger, or wing forward. And that's where he actually... What's he like as a right midfielder? I think I'm going to put him as a right midfielder. Bring Mitrovic in there. And we'll probably play like that. I mean, they're dominating that midfield with Foden. He's only 78 as a centre midfielder. I'm actually quite surprised. But lots of potential there. Xhaka. Actually, Xhaka might be one that I might buy, actually. He's a defensive midfielder. I don't really want that. But anyway, let's just see where we are with that. And that'll give us a bit more of an outlet rather than having the 2 strikers. Mitrovic can hold the ball up there. And again, Arsenal played really well. I think they're dominating.
Hector Bellerin.
And to be honest, it's only a matter of time.
Fulham are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
What we can take from this is that they haven't really created any clear-cut chances.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hold that ball up.
Now it's Mitrovic.
Lookman.
Can he run at Tierney?
It's a loose ball, foul, and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Tierney actually won the ball. I mean, I am very impressed.
Could be trouble here.
Have a bone to pick here.
For now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
I always say, listen, your best left back should always play in the best positions. Don't like about trying to chop and change just for the sake of it. Tierney is a fantastic player, but Andrew Robertson, who plays for Liverpool, is the best left back. Probably the best left back in the Premier League. Let me know what you think of that.
To deliver a ball into the box.
But he's certainly up there, if not
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Be a bit cheeky, and it's Mesut Ozil, you know, my boy. I'm gonna go for the shot. So I'll come back to the Robertson and Tierney issue in a minute, but I'm going for the shot.
Oof. Great effort, but no way through.
Fumbled there. I had to. At least we got a shot on target. But as I was saying about Robertson and Tierney, Robertson is playing centre back.
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Great defending there. But it's different. I mean,
Well, this
and that's the
is
reason why I
exactly
like
the approach they have
just
to
giving
take
that
now,
extra
Peter.
cover.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it,
I
Jim?
was saying about
Well, there's no two ways
Robertson,
about
Tierney.
it. This is what they have to do.
The situation is that you're playing Tierney and then you're playing Robertson as a centre-back, whereas Robertson's the best left-back.
Foot in. Surely a foul, free kick.
If you play Robertson left-back,
talking to, I think.
Yes, it is. Better player. That's just the reality of it. And I mean, Tierney can be on the bench and come on, and then you play with a more, well, the word I'm looking for is just a natural centre-back, really. Nothing more to it. You just play with.
We all love a try, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
A natural centre-back who's probably better in the air than Robertson. I mean, he's still a good defender, but I'm sure you'd agree. Oh, that's a poor pass there.
Foden.
I mean, I'm sure you'd agree.
Untidy challenge, free kick given. Oh, that's a booking, always looked in.
Good in the air, say a natural centre-back who's going to be maybe 3, 4, 5 inches taller. But that's where I mean, it's just a suggestion. Doubt they're probably going to be watching this, but you never know. But look, 20 minutes to go, and we're going to make some substitutions. I've been very impressed with Mitrovic holding the ball up, but I'm going to bring on Isak. I'm going to look to bring on Lemina, who actually, I'm just going to have to leave it as it is, to be honest. I mean, he's playing well, so what I might do is just want to see what his defensive capabilities are. Offensive is obviously, where's the defensive one? 68, nah, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to leave him off for now. Maybe take him off for Lookman later.
Ceballos left his mark in his last game, heading his side into a first-half lead.
Thought he's just beaten the offside trap.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
And that's it, Mitrovic.
Good distance on it.
It's quite dangerous there. Oh,
try from distance.
Keeper out, and he was out of his goal, just couldn't execute that. Chowdy. He doesn't get sent off.
Lookman, his scoring skills have already been evident.
That's what I love doing.
Tries to switch the play.
Spreading the ball out there. Oh, that's a dodgy pass there. Just got to slow the game down.
Back to base.
Let Arsenal come to us. I think they've dominated possession. Haven't really created any real chance where I thought to myself,
Lookman
got away with one, but
help's available out wide.
Tried to hang that one in the box.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed.
This is why
but will they?
Press the square button again, get some. Who's this?
He's got away.
Slacker. Oh, great defending.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And we can just regroup. No need to go chasing the game. Just regroup there.
Tierney with the crossfield ball.
Try to get him front, cleared it. Again, we're able to organise. Big 6 minutes
better contact.
to try and see out this game.
Really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Just to try and see this game out. I'm just going to bring Lemina in there, make him as a centre midfielder, just to put him in there as well. And I'm just going to make Loftus-Cheek a defensive midfielder. So I mean, it's a bit, well, I suppose, looks unprofessional, but more like a 4-4-2 type. Just bring him back in there, just so that we're not outplayed. And I'm probably going to end up bringing on Lamarchin for O'Brien, just to give us a bit more defensive stability there in that left-back position.
There's going to be another change here. Lookman taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard. And I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in. And you know, if that's the case, then you know he's doing the right thing.
Granit Xhaka. Minutes away from what would be a huge upset.
He's being brought in to win the header, and he hasn't been able to do that, but he's just cleared that out.
And that's been one straight back.
Jump.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Lamina.
I don't know whether I should have played it, but...
Danger averted for now. Lamina.
So you can just see this is playing the ball over the top.
Lobs it in
Good
gently.
run there.
What an adventurous run from a defender.
Should have really
Lamina.
put the crossing, but I'm going to do it. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Ceballos.
Now I'm just panicking.
Fulham need to hold on.
I have these moments. Should have just
and
kept it in
that's
the corner, but look,
Fulham
a fantastic result. 1-0 we'll take that against the Arsenal.
Some judgment.
When you've got Aubameyang in the team,
what do you take away from it all,
Aubameyang in the team,
Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
In the team, that won't be
that's
there
it
now,
from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin.
But look, man, I'm glad I wasn't actually going to play him because I know he's leaving. But Chowdhury with the assist, very happy. And that's a 1-0 victory. They had 60% pretty much possession. But look, man, I mean, literally all he did was score that goal. But sometimes that's just what the ratings go on. I mean, there was nothing else in the game. But we are playing on the difficulty mode Superstar, so it's not easy, especially when you're playing with some of the players that I have at my disposal. I just have to give myself credit. And we're only 8 points off the top spot, which is being occupied by Manchester United. We drew 1-1 with Manchester City, where De Bruyne scored a phenomenal free kick. Playing Tottenham in 2 games. And now we've got Aston Villa, who are in 13th, 9 points behind us. There's a bit of a gap opening up, but I don't want to lose to Aston Villa, but I do really want to beat them so we can get 6 points. And then, as you can see there at the bottom, we've only got 1 more match. So after this episode, we'll probably end it. Just see what we've got here. Scouting results. Ola Aina's team role, he will make a great leader. Okay, that's fantastic. Lookman's role has been changed. Great creator. Only problem is he's actually leaving. But let's have a look at Phil Foden, because that was what Philip suggested. I think that's a really good suggestion. Edouard was one. Let's see who else is in there. Let's have a look at who they've recommended, which 2 players. So Wood, Burnley, and Egan, centre back. Okay, I don't think we need another centre back because I've got enough there. Edouard's won that one. Look, so let's have a look at Foden. Let's see what his stats are, and then we'll get on to the next episode. So Phil Foden. I don't think we'll have enough money for him. Release fees 44 million and his market value is 36. Let's just put him in the listed players because he's only 20 years old and he can look balanced 91. He's got some really good stats. Can play in a variety of positions, I would imagine. Centre midfielder, attacking midfielder. So again, we'll have options in that midfield. So we'll just forward on the time and let's get to the next match. It's a big match against Aston Villa and Grealish. So let's just check everyone here. Loftus-Cheek. A couple of the boys do need a rest, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with everybody. Lookman, I'm going to take off for Isak this time. Just to swap them around. Or maybe Mitrovic, actually. Let's see if I can play these. These 2 haven't played. Actually, now I'm going to play Mitrovic because he's a star striker. And we've got a good core here. Look, you've got Mitrovic, a good striker. Mesut Ozil. I'm not going to say anything about because otherwise everyone's going to be saying I'm a fanboy. Hamza Chowdhury, defensive midfielder, stalwart. And then you've got Anderson, Saliba, and you've got a good keeper. So you always need a good core in there. And we should really win this game, to be honest. And John McGinn, if I remember, I'm gonna actually look to check him out because he is a really good player, the Scottish international, and I think there's no coincidence that he's fully fit and Aston Villa seem to be doing really well. Again, Barkley was a phenomenal signing, as was Ollie Watkins, but of course Grealish has just been. I didn't realise he was that good.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue, and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games.
Meeting, should we say.
Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages.
Not the best pass, but well read.
I thought about the opposition here, Jim. They are a team that is stuttering badly.
Yeah, I totally agree, Peter. And it was very much the topic in the pre-match press conference, and the manager was right to defend his play.
It's Ozil! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Could he have just gone a bit further? I don't know. Hasn't been as influential, but I also do believe that's the tactics that the other teams have employed, which then means, I mean, Aston Villa going long ball, okay, that's quite evident here. But, not quite.
Elliott is onto it and can take it up.
Be careful here. Great defending O'Brien.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Box to box midfielder. Needs a bit more support there.
Fulham have the league's best defensive record. Played it early. And out it comes again.
Well defended.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Going long. I just know who that striker is because he's winning everything.
Fulham are unbeaten on the road so far. He's made sure that won't get through.
He's got a point to prove.
Greenish with a delicate ball. And it's been taken straight back. Over to the left.
Everything in the air, so
didn't come off. An audacious effort.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
I have to just quickly check. So I'm just going to have a quick look. Check that one out. It is Wesley. Ah, yes. The Dutch player. I think he had a really bad injury. And so, I just hold on to his ball there. Don't really like doing that, but look, we've played the ball out nicely, and there's so much space. I mean, could you imagine if I had Zinchenko there?
Mesut Ozil.
Great play.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now surely has a pop.
Mitrovic.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really scored that,
well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
He wins the ball back, or he doesn't get tackled, but he just held the ball up there. Just a bit more. Has the keeper got a touch to it? I'm not sure. I thought he'd actually just missed that, but maybe the keeper's got a touch to it, and he has. Sorry, keeper's got a touch to it. Get this. He's set. Go. Greenish. To be honest,
being played forward.
One, can Sleeper win that as well covered, good second ball. And as long as we can win the second balls against Wes, the striker, challenging, good ball over the top. And the fact is, with the wing backs, the reason I use this 5 is to play this when I used to play amateur football.
Chowdhury played back in.
Chowdhury tries to reverse past that. Oh.
Chowdhury unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Great header there, Hector.
Floats one over. Nice little chip. Got a size of goal. Oh, shooting chance!
Keeper.
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressing, and expectations were not met.
Good overlapping run, and it's really come on leaps and bounds, to be honest. Just don't think very good, solid performance.
Mesut Ozil. Mitrovic.
Oh, he's just tackled at the last moment.
Seems now to be all about width. Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
great run there by our referee.
Kelly can hoist it clear.
So they're leaving the 3 players up.
Seri battles to win it back.
So it's literally just going to be...
It was on the back foot.
3 on 3 really.
It's got through to him.
And well seen by
Areola can claim that.
Get up, get this attack started. So we've got to be careful because they're just keeping those 3 players up. So O'Brien and Aina are going to be absolutely crucial because
Mesut Ozil.
That's a great ball.
Isak, deftly done.
Oh, not quite.
That'll go straight through to the keeper.
Passes. We've nearly infiltrated their goal. We've got to be very careful here because
forward
their
it goes.
Tactics are to keep 3 players up and then just hope that they can keep the goal
Lobs
out.
it in gently.
And
that
just
has been clear.
Headed to that, so it's just literally playground football, this type of football we're seeing at the moment. We're going to go man to man with Aston Villa.
The defence can get
very
it.
good.
Shapes to shoot!
Shot there.
Oh, just lacked a decent
This is
finish.
like when you play
It
football,
was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Happens a lot in amateur football, where everything bypasses the midfield. And look, that's is that our former captain? It is Kenny. So really good player. Just had to sell him though because I needed the money to bring in a few additions. Because I had Loftus-Cheek and Hamza Chowdhury, and this is where we are going to get a lot of joy. We get a good ball into the box.
Crossed in. They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box,
so
and that speaks of little ambition. Goes long.
But
He's got options out wide.
The chance to break like this.
Brian attempts a clearance. Mesut Ozil.
There we're away. Lemina's able to bring the ball
Lemina
away.
going full tilt down the left.
His pace will be really good.
Chowdhury. The first half is done. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
It's one that I really liked. I just feel that a bit more quality.
Intriguing half, lacking only in goals.
And my
The
super
score
weight
0-0.
family had 61% possession, but no shots on target. That's a worry. I think I'm going to make a slight change to the game plan. I'm going to bring, actually I'm going to leave it. I'm going to bring on Lookman. I think he's tailor-made for this, just with his pace. So bring on Lookman. And my super heavyweight fan, I mean, I've already identified Dumfries. Really good crossing as well.
And we're off again.
So if I can get
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone could step up and produce something a little more magical.
Only Mesut Ozil could probably execute a pass like that. It was on his
Some
right foot
activity
as well.
down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
McGinn could be a player that we have to sign as well. Of course, it does depend on how much it costs.
It's Lemina. Chowdhury. Fulham are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5.
Not quite well cut out.
Elliott.
Just got to be careful. I mean,
Plays it out to the wing.
Covers so much ground.
Seri.
I'd really like to. He's got to be careful. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he was offside.
Has a hit.
He's turned him. Big Wes.
Denied brilliantly.
Turns up
That's a
Saliba.
sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Well, the first one he was definitely offside, but Saliba's done well to hold him up. Hector has defended well there, so again, just got to try and we'll go mixed. So have the best of both. So good header there. Just try and get out to.
Shot a goal!
Oh, it's a deflected goal.
That has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They're obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen. And this is a very welcome tonic now.
A deflected shot.
Now, whose goal is that?
I mean, it was always going to be whether we take our chance or they take their chance. It was definitely a deflected shot, and the keeper would have had it covered.
When the manager
But
called
it's like
it in,
that West Ham
he
game.
was only too happy to repay that
It's
favour.
Mesut
So
Ozil.
the instruction from the manager would have been
captain,
go on and make yourself a nuisance and see
puts
if
his
you can
hand
start
up.
to go. Mission accomplished.
Seri with a corner. say that, to be honest. It's a bit like, how do I put it? It's with when we played West Ham and Mesut Ozil. Normally I would have just carried on passing the ball, but I thought let me just try and take it across. This is where it's going to get difficult.
Deadlock's broken. It's 1-0.
So we're going to have
well,
to
whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat.
We're going to be very careful now. Try and push everyone up.
Mesut Ozil. Lookman goes up and over.
It's a good ball there.
Seri. And now they can launch a counter.
Be careful.
Fulham still this single goal behind.
Loftus-Cheek's going to have to come on.
Hoists it forward. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Loftus-Cheek. And I'm going to sacrifice. Right, so I'm going to go with a back four now. Only because I've got to score a goal, so I'm going to sacrifice Hector for Loftus-Cheek. We're going to do a nice little tactical change there. So where's Loftus-Cheek? I'm going to bring him on. I'm just going to move him in there. So I'm just going to stick Loftus-Cheek out here for a minute. And I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it needs to be a bit closer. So 1, 2. 1, 2, perfect. And I'm probably going to move him in ever so slightly. I think we'll go with that. So we'll do that now. I'll put Mesut Ozil in this position, and I'm going to put Loftus-Cheek. So we're going to go with what we would call a 4-4-2, should I say. Mesut Ozil obviously has to be an attacking midfielder as well, so we'll leave it like that. Should I put? Yeah, we'll stick him in there. So we're going to go like this. And O'Brien's.
So here comes a substitution.
First time we've gone to back four.
Being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
You know you've got to score a goal. Come on, O'Brien, need you going.
Brian. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Looking for space out wide. Tries to get it clear. Fulham have it back and they can go again. Chip through. Drill and the shot!
He's in the post.
Oh, what a wonderful stop! Lookman really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
R1 encircled 3 times.
Now it's Grealish.
And so we put it across the floor. To the near post, and Lookman
plays it out wide.
Gets on the end of it.
Helps available out wide.
I don't really want Mesut Ozil back.
That's been leave it clear.
This is what happens.
Loftus-Cheek started the last match.
To Lemina.
Lookman. Loftus-Cheek.
He's got it.
Oh, it's opened up nicely for shoot. This could fall anywhere. Lemina.
Oh! Oh, what's happened?
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
We're playing really well though.
Mesut Ozil.
Mesut Ozil can't find the ball.
And that's been one straight back.
This is going to be a really tight game. Oh, he's just off.
That's gone a long way up and away.
We've had 2 really good chances.
75 minutes on the clock now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Play that to O'Brien. There's a lot of space here. Can he get
out
a nice
to the left it goes.
Not quite. And again, he just falls to
Fulham
the kid.
refuse to throw the towel in. They're not going down without a fight.
There, and it's just fallen to the one player that was there from an Aston Villa shirt. We've got to try and win the ball back.
He goes long. Elliott provides an outlet.
Keeper, come on. 10 minutes.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Chowdhury. To Lemina. Oh, not the Barcelona. I was actually looking to go to
Elliott.
Loftus-Cheek, but
good ball. Gets away from his opponents.
Chowdhury will mop up anything there.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Not making the run, so I'm just going to leave him as an attacking midfielder. He's being dispossessed. Brian.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Lookman. It's come through. Looks to thread it through. That's a waste.
A bit ambitious.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation. And it needs to be any time now.
Is that Harvey Elliott, our ex-player? I mean, we've got ex-Fulham players everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
He's doing really well. I mean,
he's got options out wide.
As well. The players look spent.
Knocks it away.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
This is it. Lookman.
Shot. Missed by
I should have got the 1-2 with Isak. Possibly have to look at the replay there, but it just kept opening and opening. The defender wasn't coming. I didn't feel confident going one-on-one with him. And then, I wouldn't have been able to play to Isak anyway, so I think that was the chance. I think it's so if we can get the header here, we may be able to, but Wesley.
No way through there.
I think it's over now. Oh, God, that's a hard one to take. Oh, maybe.
It's Lamina. Lookman plays a clever pass. Loftus-Cheek.
Oh, could we get it?
Just brushed off the ball there. Mesut Ozil. It's Ozil!
It's a corner.
It's anyone's
ball. It's the final whistle, but look, we played really well. But we were very unlucky not to.
Well, that is truly disappointing.
Really good
it's a results business. This result is worth nothing. I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
Regroup. Of course,
so before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
And I thought that was a really good game, considering it's only 1-0. But we did struggle with Big Wes up front. We couldn't quite work it out. But look, 62% possession, only one shot on target, which the keeper made a really good save from. And, well, hopefully now we've only got one more game left before we bring in some of our transfers. So, look, we're still in 8th position. 8 points behind Manchester City in 2nd position. 11 points is a bit too much of a gap. And, of course, look, from Tottenham, who are playing next, if we beat them, well, they're in 4th, and we'll then jump up to 2 points behind. Obviously, that's a big if because Harry Kane and Cole with Son, and with that Barcelona possible team, I might look to purchase Son. Who knows? Depends how much he's obviously worth. Or an Mbappe. I think Mbappe at Barcelona, but they've just gone and sacked Thomas Tuchel. Big talk with Mauricio Pochettino going there. Of course, I think at the end of next season, Batshuayi, I think he'd be a really good striker as well. That's a good. I have to give the scouting team credit there. So I'm just going to have a quick look at Batshuayi. So Batshuayi, he's 79. He's a goal poacher. He's pretty much good at everything, to be honest. First time shot, no look pass, super sub as well. He's 27, so we could get a good 5 years out of him. I think the more he plays, right. I can't actually do a transfer negotiation because I've already got 5 players. But what I will do is put him on the added list, and hopefully by the next match, he'll be ready. So, listed players. I'm just thinking I need to Egan. Before I go, not Egan, sorry. I want to go to Aston Villa and have a quick look at McGinn. So let's just have a quick look at McGinn. Just see how much he would be worth. So he's 80 rated, 26 box to box. I mean, stamina is 86. Let's just see what he's released for his 17 million. He's going on it, boys. Yeah, I think we're going to put him on there. And Grealish, I wonder how much Grealish is. Because he's very young, he's 25 years old. 44 million. A bit out of our price range. And Bertrand Traore. I remember him from Chelsea, actually. 25 years old, right wing forward. That could be one. But for now, look, I'm going to end the episode here. Just have a quick look at the listed players. Position, obviously centre midfielder. Idrissa Gueye. I mean, we can't buy anyone anywhere. I think I'm more inclined towards Gueye at this moment in time because we have enough money. I want to have a look at the right back situation as well. So as I was saying, Kier would be one that if you're playing Master League, I mean, he's 30 years old, buy him at the beginning of the season. He's only on 46,000 as well, so he could be one that you could possibly purchase. Suaro could be another one, 7 million, just as a backup. So if I sell Hector, for example, what's his, and he's 34 million as well, so he could be one. Musacchio is another one. He's 80 rated. He's 80 rated as well. So I think for those of you who are playing your Master League at home, you've got some good possible centre backs that you could start off with. Rodriguez. I've got left back. Doesn't matter now. Fabra's not another good one for Boca Juniors at 81 for 3 million. I just wanted somebody who could play. Highstage was the right back I looked at. Vasalco 10 million at 80. Stamina 85 again. Defensive, offensive awareness. Dumfries is the one I would think about just because he's got the captaincy and he's got early cross speed and bullet, so I quite like that, and he is a bit of a physical specimen as well, so that might be something if we can get some players in there. Medell maybe just as a short-term option at 33. He could also play as a centre-back as well, because I remember when he was in there with Cardiff, and he can play as a centre midfielder as well. I think I might go with Medell actually. Weekly. Right, let's just have a look and relax and end the episode. So again, a disappointing loss against Fulham, but we did beat Arsenal. So look, 3 points out of 6, probably would have taken that. I probably would have been happy with 4 because I was actually thinking we'd beat Aston Villa, maybe draw to Arsenal. But look, it is what it is. And now we've got 2 big games against the London derbies, Tottenham and Crystal Palace, and in between there there'll be what we would call the transfer window. So I'm going to end the episode now. I mean, next episode I might play 1 game or 2 games and then go towards the Barcelona one. So for the next few days or maybe next week, we'll try and upload an episode daily. So keep checking out for that, and really appreciate all the support. Remember, we want to try and get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So if you haven't watched all the episodes, please do. I'd really appreciate all the support. Take care. See you soon. And remember, we're changing the game and taking over.